cycle. So if you remember with nitrogen, nitrogen starts off in the air. Carbon is also in the air, and water starts off as water. But you have carbon, oxygen, both start off as in the air. Phosphorus is a mineral. So if you'll grab a box of cereal, you look on the side, see like essential minerals, and you'll see phosphorus there. So a mineral, like a rock, is like it's a rock. So it starts off down here. And eventually phosphorus makes its way up into the soil, and plants, through their roots and whatnot, they'll use phosphorus and they'll make things, and then animals will eat those things, etc. And it'll get decomposed and it'll sort of cycle around here. Okay? And similarly, actually we'll get to the water in a second. The fertilizing plant, the same one that sucked in the nitrogen from the air, will also mine for phosphorus to make fertilizers. There's other reasons why you might want to mine phosphorus rock as well, but I guess we'll just focus on the fertilizers. So phosphorus comes there, and then you fertilize things, and that's another way that it gets back to the plants, and then it has the cycle. Okay, so phosphorus starts off on the ground, in the sediment rock. Okay, and it makes its way up, and it makes its way up, and then it's the cycle that's on the earth. Okay? And the way it gets into the water is by leaching and runoff. So things die and then get washed into the water. There's other ways too. It can even go in through just dissolving through the rock face and going inside. I'm sure some of the plants as well might get access to it eventually or something. But anyway, again, it starts off as rock. It makes its way up to the surface. It has its own little cycle there, and then run off into the water, and then it has its own little cycle there in the water as well. You'll have the plants use the phosphorus, and then animals eat the plants, and just cycles through. Okay, really simple, exact same thing as the nitrogen, except nitrogen started in the air. Phosphorus starts in the ground. Nitrogen, air, phosphorus, ground. You have terrestrial and you have aquatic as well for phosphorus. The main way it gets into the water is through runoff. That's like the unique thing.